So that was the Harmonics Study from my primary studies for guitar. Harmonics are bell-like effects that are achieved by isolating parts of the string that vibrate as the string vibrates in whole according to acoustic properties of vibrating bodies and the harmonic series. Commonly found harmonics on the guitar are to be found at the 12th fret, the 7th fret, which sometimes also appears at the 19th fret, it's the same note, the 5th fret, the 4th fret, which also appears at the 9th fret, same pitch, and the 3rd fret. There are others that continue in the series there, but they're not used as often. These harmonics are often called natural harmonics because they occur according to mathematical principles along the length of the string. They can be played with the left hand by lightly placing the finger up just above the fret wire, with the exception of the one at the 3rd fret, which actually is a little bit in front of the fret wire. That would be directly over the fret wire, a little bit higher than the fret wire produces that natural harmonic. Notice that I'm not jumping my left hand away from the string as is often seen. There's no need to do that, and it's something that I think often causes quite a bit of inaccuracy. In order to get a really clear sound with the harmonics, two things are really important. Number one is that the site at which you articulate with the right hand along the length of the string matters. So most harmonics will have kind of a sweet spot where they'll be more resonant. As we move the left hand towards the headstock, generally the right hand tends to travel closer to the bridge. Practicing finding those sweet spots will give you kind of an intuitive sense of where those are. These natural harmonics can also be played with the right hand. For example, if my left hand is occupied with something else, I can use the right hand alone to play those harmonics in the same places. The technique there is to place the index finger over the fret, in this case I'm using the 12th fret, and to pluck with the A finger at the same time. And that can also be done using the thumb on additional bass notes, or in chords, using the M finger to pluck the middle voice of the chord, the thumb to play the bass note, and the A and the I fingers to play the harmonic on top. Harmonics are never going to be really loud, so I'm firmly of the belief that when I'm playing harmonics, I'm going to hit the string with some force to get those notes to speak as best as I can. Just as an example, if I were playing that harmonic at that volume on the 5th fret, that's the same amount of force that I'd be using to play that loud if it were the open string. So it's a considerable attack. And with the right hand harmonics, again, just trying to get as much force into it as I possibly can. There are harmonics that are typically called artificial harmonics as well. And these are most commonly played by fingering a note. In this case, I'm playing the F sharp in the 2nd fret with my left hand. I'm fingering that note. And then using my index finger to stop the harmonic 12 frets above that note. So this would be at the 14th fret. 2 plus 12 is 14. And in that way, you can play any note as a harmonic that is an octave higher than the note that you're fingering. A less commonly used device is to finger a note. For example, if I finger the F sharp here in the 2nd fret on the 6th string, of course I'll have the octave harmonic 12 frets above that, but I also will have the entire sequence, so 7 frets above that at the 9th fret. I have the partial that would ordinarily be at the 7th fret. At the 7th fret, I have the partial that would be ordinarily the 5th fret, 4th fret, 3rd fret, so that's the 6th fret and then the 5th fret. And that's the device that's used for this last note in the Harmonics Study here. I finger the A sharp in the 1st fret on the 5th string and use the partial that would ordinarily be at the 5th fret, which now is 1 fret higher at the 6th fret. Again, it's a far less commonly used device, but those are available as well.